The Banana Grape Stomp is made possible in part by underwriting support from Poland Cyclery, providing self-propelled transportation and non-polluting recreation at 801 Main Street in Chico. Eric Jones Construction, custom building from tool sheds to tree houses, gazebos to garages, and mansions to malls. KZFR 90.1 Chico, listener-supported community radio for the Sacramento Valley, the foothills, and beyond. The La Rocca Vineyards Tasting Room in downtown Chico. Local organic wines with no sulfates, including their signature Cabernet Sauvignon. Broadway Pawn and Music Center, guitars, jewelry, and more in downtown Chico. Instashirt.com, a family-run custom t-shirt shop specializing in full-color digital printing and screen printing. And Paradise Audio Services, providing PA system rentals, mobile digital recording, and audio engineering services in Northern California.
It's the Banana Grape Stomp.
The Banana Grape Stomp, recorded live in the studios of Community Radio KZFR-FM in Chico, California. Steve Poltz, Tim Bluhm, Tim Flannery, Jane Kile, Greg Loiacono, and the Pearls.
Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Banana Grape Stomp. I'm your host, Molly Knight, and on this episode we have host of Studio 416, Brad Petersen, with us from KZFR 90.1. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Molly.
So you guys have a lot of live performances on your show. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we have a show called Studio 416, Dan Carter and myself, and we alternate hosting that show, and it's on every Saturday afternoon from 1:30 to 3 p.m. and we have live artists that are visiting a local that come in, and we interview them and have them live in the studio.
So one of your favorites, as well as Banana Grape Stomp's favorites, is Jane Kile. So we're going to check out a clip from Jane Kile performing right here in the KZFR studio.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It all started before bed. I let you back into my head, filled to the brim. It was yellow and romantic, light so dim it made me hazy of our sin. Then you called. There I fall. Then upon you I was dreaming, breathing in and scheming ways to feel at home. We were passing over cities, it was pretty, but it made me feel alone. Then you called. There I fall. We were leaping over water, through the air on wooden pallets we had found. Is it foolish to fear failure? Should I fall even when no one is around? Then you called.
That was Hannah Jane Kile right here on Banana Grape Stomp. So tell us a little bit about Hannah Jane Kile.
Well, Hannah Jane Kile, the first time that she was on Studio 416, I believe she was about 17 years old, maybe close to 18. And she became a favorite of KZFR's, and everybody here in Chico, they just love her. She's from Auburn, California, but Chico has kind of adopted her too as well.
So another favorite is Steve Poltz, and I
Yeah.
know that he's been back here a few times to play because he loves it so much. Tell us about him.
He started out in his early career when he was younger with Jewel, and they wrote "You Were Meant for Me" was one of the hits that he's been able to write. And he also played with a band from Southern California called the Rugburns, and he was here in the studio as well.
Nice. Well, let's take a look at Steve Poltz right here in KZFR Studio, Chico, California.
I can only believe again if you take me away to Lake Michigan and I end up on a trip again, and I hope I don't get sick again. I'd love to take that trip, but I never really believe I can, 'cause of all the troubles in the world that make me lose my tan. And I am just a frozen man floating in a frozen can, and the news is full of lots of sleaze, makes me panic till I wheeze. I can always walk away, I can leave as early as today, 'cause I got cards right up my sleeve, and I can be your best friend that you call up when you're angry. You say, Steve, 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 Steve. On the TV they were yelling and the candidates weren't gelling. One was more religious than the other more religious. One who was yelling about the Bible, and the NRA was up in arms screaming that the people need more places, that they can buy more guns, 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 guns. And there were weddings that were happening that were never gonna be catered by crappy pizza parlors defending their right to not serve pizza to people of the same sex that maybe want to marry and have the right to get divorced like heteros named Chip and Larry. On the computer there were videos, too many to mention, of cops shooting black men surrounded by henchmen, and the videos were viral, spreading hate to sandwich in between more hate, people taking to the streets to scream about their fate. You could be shot for being black and just for walking down the street, and maybe going to your parents after eating Skittles with some friends you meet. Guy pulls up beside you in your hoodie, and he's gonna stand his ground, and everyone around is holding lots and lots and lots of guns, 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 guns. And there were Christians fighting Muslims, and Muslims fighting Jews and Hindus, people getting bombed in offices and marathons. Someone got their feelings hurt because their God was mocked and goaded. Religion reared its ugly head. All the guns are cocked and loaded. And torture became legal, there were pictures there to prove it. Waterboarding people hanging upside down with loud rock music always playing, in armies upon armies shooting up each other underneath the darkened skies. It's time to duck and cover from the drones, 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 drones. Everyone's been wiretapped, we're whispering till our lips get chapped. The NSA knows everything, I can only stand and sing. I'm probably being watched right now for singing everything I see. I'm wondering if we're really free, the tail is wagging the doggy. But I could sing my songs for you until my face turns black and blue. Look up at the sky above, try to spread some peace and love, and try to stop the push and shove with lots and lots and lots of songs of love, love, dove, dove, love. And I can only believe again if you take me away to Lake Michigan and I end up on a trip again, and I hope I get to Michigan, and I'd love to take that trip with you, but there's nothing more I'd love to do than shut out all the world and sleep beside a fireplace and be alone with you.
That was Steve Poltz right here on Banana Grape Stomp. I'm your host, Molly Knight. Next, we're going to check out one of Steve's friends named Tim Flannery.
Well, Tim Flannery played for the Padres, was a professional baseball player, and then he coached for the Giants, and now he just kind of takes it easy and plays music, and he's done a few benefits for KZFR as well, too.
Gather up all the tears you've seen. lay them gently on the ground. Born of sadness from everything we crave, left our dreams without a sound. Peering out of 1,000 shattered windows, gazing towards a clear, heartbroken sky. Somewhere there's a place where an innocent wind still blows. Someday we won't have to cry. The harder that we love, yeah, the deeper we're gonna feel. Looking down from up above, we're gonna find what is real, something that helps us heal, help us heal. The harder that we love, yeah, the deeper we're gonna feel. Looking down from up above, through the clouds and the smoke, through the hawks and the doves, we're gonna find what is real, something that helps us heal.
That was Tim Flannery right here on Banana Grape Stomp. I'm your host, Molly Knight, and with me is one of the hosts of Studio 416, Brad Petersen. And we're excited to check out another Tim. Who's the other Tim?
That would be Tim Bluhm of Mother Hips fame, singer, songwriter, guitar player with Mother Hips and many other projects. And he played here in the studio, in the main room of Studio 416 on KZFR for a benefit with Jason Crosby.
Guard the protein sky. Do what you early on learned to do. Put your lips to the straw and draw. passed away locked. Your fists were shaking in the air. Everything is gonna be alright, you were saying. And if you're nothing like I remember, and I kill you when we meet, bear in mind that I was only joking about your mother and your feet. Lay down on the ice. Regard the protein sky. Do what you early on learned to do. Put your lips to the straw and draw.
That was Tim Bluhm and Jason Crosby right here on Banana Grape Stomp. Up next, we're going to check out another Mother Hips cohort. We've got Greg Loiacono.
And Greg likes to play with a lot of friends musically, and Greg stopped by the studio with Todd Roper, formerly with Cake.
Very nice. So let's check them out. Right here on Banana Grape Stomp, we've got Greg Loiacono and Todd Roper.
Came by your room, but your door was locked. Nobody answered after 24 knocks. Yeah, I kicked down some doors back in my day, but something told me I should walk away. Last time I saw you was stumbling drunk. You left your guitar in Chamberlain's trunk. Held my hand reached out as you started to sway, but something told me I shouldn't stay. And I won't care until you want me to. I saw you skirting out on that ledge. You like it uncomfortably close to the edge. If you fell into the ocean, would you finally be free to heed the whines of the sirens' plea? And I won't care until you want me to. I'll be there when you want me to. It's something when you need it. It's nothing when you're not. Did you do it on purpose? Did you try to make it hurt? You started on grass, ended up in the dirt. No, nothing these days comes as much surprise. Not love or hate or truth or lies. No, nothing these days comes as much surprise. So I'm gonna walk away 'cause I see it in your eye.
That was Greg Loiacono and Todd Roper right here on Banana Grape Stomp. We've got one song left for you, and it's by the Pearls.
Yeah, the Pearls are from Vancouver, Washington, and they're a great band, and they've played down here in Chico a couple of times, and they were on the show. And my band, Brad Petersen and Friends, we did a show with them here in town a few months back, and so they're a great band, the Pearls.
Well, let's check them out. The last song of the episode on Banana Grape Stomp. Here they are, the Pearls. That was the Pearls wrapping up this episode of Banana Grape Stomp. I'm your host, Molly Knight, and on this episode we've had Brad Petersen from Studio 416. So happy to have him. We've been sharing music recorded live right here in the KZFR studio. It has been a great time having you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Molly.
Absolutely. Please join us again.
All right. And remember to tune in to KZFR every Saturday from 1:30 to 3 p.m. for Studio 416, a show that Dan Carter and I both are a part of.
It's a rockin' good time.
Thank you.
Make sure you tune in next time, friends, when we will feature more music recorded live right here in Northern California. This is Banana Grape Stomp. Check out our YouTube channel. You know where to find us. I'm your host, Molly Knight, and until next time, we will see you soon.
I know Bochy really well, and I know Tim Flannery really well. I just did the national anthem at Petco Park in San Diego when the Padres played the Giants. Giants whooped our asses. Can I say asses? Sorry. Our butts. Giants whooped our butts, and Giants are good, and I'm a secret Giants fan too because of Bochy, and he's a friend of mine, and because of Tim Flannery, who's one of my closest friends. And so I sang the anthem that day, and Bochy came up to me and said, "Remember what I told you, Poltzy? When you do the anthem, don't do it too slow. We hate to sit through a long anthem, and don't get all Mariah Carey on it either."
The Banana Grape Stomp is made possible in part by underwriting support from Poland Cyclery, providing self-propelled transportation and non-polluting recreation. Serving the North State since 1918 and voted Best of Chico 22 times. They're at 801 Main Street. Eric Jones Construction, general contractor in Chico. Custom building from tool sheds to tree houses, gazebos to garages, and mansions to malls. 530-828-9590. KZFR-FM 90.1 Chico, listener-supported community radio for the Sacramento Valley, the foothills, and beyond. 24 hours a day, music and informational programming, no commercials since 1990. Also online at kzfr.org. The La Rocca Vineyards Tasting Room in downtown Chico. Since 1984, La Rocca Vineyards has been providing local organic wines with no sulfates, including the one-of-a-kind Blanc de Blanc organic sparkling wine and their signature Cabernet Sauvignon. Broadway Pawn and Music Center, guitars and other instruments, jewelry, art glass, DVDs, games, and more. Guitar repair also available. 534 Broadway in downtown Chico, 345-4222. Instashirt.com, locally owned since 2004. Instashirt is a family-run custom t-shirt shop specializing in full-color digital printing and screen printing on shirts, apparel, promotional products, and more. Now printing using solar power. And Paradise Audio Services, providing PA system rentals, mobile digital recording, and audio engineering services in Northern California since 1995. They're on the web at paradiseaudioservices.com.